Hi, it's Guest from Digitwix, creative studio based in Barcelona. I work as a video editor since 2003, and I help our clients get the best out of their projects. Over the years, we've produced a lot of documentaries, extreme sports, events, and music videos. I've created this course to give an overview of tips I use on a daily basis. So enough waffling, here is what you will learn following this course. Keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts are a major part of the knowledge of pro editors. It allows you to get faster access to functions like cut, copy, paste, tool selection, and it will save your mouse from a premature death. It's also beneficial for your body and mind, as we tend to make less movements with the arms and have a better focus. We will do a quick edit and I will give you the shortcuts along the way. So let's begin. I have here 3 clips that we can import using Command I. I select everything with Command A and then I click on Enter. So now my 3 clips are in my project panel. Then I can create a sequence using Command N. I name my sequence Keyboard Shortcuts Demo. I press again Enter and I have my sequence. With the mouse, I will double click on the first clip and check the part that I want to put on the timeline. I press play to the spacebar. Here I use the arrow key, the left arrow key and the right arrow key to move frame by frame. I will select the beginning with I, and then I will select the end of the clip with O. I like this one. I click O, and now I have a selection here that you can see. This selection. You can either click on this icon, or I do Ctrl Z. You can use the semicolon, and now your clip is on the timeline. To go back to the beginning of the timeline, you can just use the up arrow and use the spacebar to play your clip. Okay, now we will take the second clip. I will start the clip from here. I click I for the in. I click O for the out, then the semicolon to put it on my timeline. I can adjust with the arrow. Then I can take the third clip, press play with the spacebar. Okay, so this is the beginning. And I just need the intro. So I use the arrows to go back to the beginning of the clip. I click I press play. I click O, then I add it to my sequence. But this one should be in the beginning. Let's swap this one with this one. Click A to select the multi-track selector. Click on the first clip, move everything to the right. Click on V to get the single clip selector and drag and drop your clip to the beginning. Click on the space and use Alt Delete to snap the clips together. And now you should already have a sequence. Okay, it's not too bad. One command that I really like to use, which is very useful to cut your clip, Command K. Then you can delete the beginning or the end of your clip just by using Alt Delete. And voila. Using presets. Effects are an important part of the editing work, and tweaking them for hours can be very time consuming. Using presets can give you a quick start and bring you faster to your result. Save a new preset to use it on a different part of your project or in another edit. Effect layers. If I want to apply the same effect to different clips, I would have to copy and paste the effect on each clip. If I have 100 clips, I would have to do this 100 times. If I want to change the effect on the 100 clips, I would have to change the effect on each clip, which is time consuming. What we can do is apply the effect to an effect layer that we will place on top of the clips. The effect will be applied to all the clips underneath the effect layer. It's also a good way to deactivate the effects on many clips at once. Working with proxies. Sometimes you have to work on a machine that doesn't have enough processing power. It's usually the case when receiving 4K footage to edit on a laptop or an older computer. To bypass the limitation of the hardware, you can use proxies. Proxies are copies of the original files, just small in resolution, bitrate, or using a codec adapted to your setup. So for 4K footage, you could create proxies in Full HD or HD, do your edit using the proxies, then export the sequence in 4K. I have a stock footage from ArtGrid, but my machine doesn't really play smoothly the clips from ArtGrid in Premiere for some reason. Maybe I think it's the codec or something like this. See how it's lagging when I play it on my machine? So to create the proxy, select your file in the project panel, click right, and find Proxies, Create Proxy. Choose your favorite setting. On a Mac, you'd rather use ProRes directly. Premiere will automatically send the clips to Adobe Media Encoder and activate the encoding. The proxy should be linked automatically to your original file. So to check if your proxy is connected, in the main menu here, search for Proxies. See here, it's written in French, joined. So that means that when I play the clip on the timeline, it plays the proxy instead of the original clip. Now I can play my clip and it doesn't lag, it just plays normally, okay? Now go to your program panel, click on the plus arrow and find this icon, which you can drag and drop in the menu here. This icon activates and deactivates the proxies. Low-res previews. Most often you won't get the final edit at the first attempt. If a simple preview is enough to get a feedback or to check the current state of your edit, you can export a low-res file and win processing time during the export. What I can do, I can export using Command M. I have my export window that appears and my final resolution is Full HD. But now if I don't need to publish the video directly and I just want to show the edit to get a feedback, I do half of the resolution and now I can export the edit, but it will take maybe half of the time, sometimes even less than half of the time. That really depends on the effects that are on the timeline. Reuse your exports. If you already have an export of your edit but only need to change a small portion of it, you can use your previous export on top of your edit. Your next export won't need to process the effects of the portion that has the previous export on top. Cut the part you need to change and re-export directly. That's it for today. I hope you find this tutorial useful. Let me know if you need more details and feel free to propose new subjects for the next content. The tips we provide are not especially rocket science. I'm really aware of it, but sometimes it's good to remember the basics. Coming back to simple and efficient, but we aim to provide value in every video that we release to every level, beginner, intermediate and experts. This one was for every level, as the tips can be used by everyone. Feel free to contact us if you have any further question. Our studio is specialized in audiovisual, web design and custom clothing. There will be new tutorials coming soon in audio, mix and mastering. Keep tweaking, stay sharp and busy.